If you're a podcast host, listen up, this one's for you. My name is Allie Jackson. I'm the host of Finding Mr. Height, a dating and relationship podcast that I've been doing for 4 years now, sharing my positive and practical approach to dating that's built on my own life experience. And I wanted to share another experience that I've had, my secret behind monetizing my show. It's called Red Circle, and I was just telling my colleague about how much I love their platform. With Red Circle, not only am I getting a seamless hosting experience, but I also love the support I receive in ad sales. It's not just typical ad sales either. It's targeted opportunities based on my show and my life. And the platform is super simple. You just set your preferences and Red Circle matches you with sponsors that align with your show. You can vet every opportunity and their platform gives you great analytics. More recently too, my Red Circle team has brought me opportunities outside of my podcast on social media to really augment the podcast partnerships, bring them full circle. I just can't recommend them enough. If you want to give it a try, go to redcircle.com to get your free trial. That's redcircle.com for a free trial.
Hello, kitties. This is yours truly, the Crypt Keeper, and you're listening to Slasher Radio.
Welcome to Slasher Radio. It's your host, Mikey Bones, Kat Valor, and Rob Humphrey. What's happening, guys?
Not much.
Namaste.
Why? This is Murder Madness week, man. We're kicking it off. You got to start with that.
Just spreading the love, Mikey. Lifting people up. You know how I do.
Being a pain in the ass. This is Murder Madness week 1. This is the yearly tournament we do, March Madness style, and it's a fight to the end. We talked about it last week. We are doing 70s, 80s, 90s, 2000s horror movies. They're all in, what's the word, Rob?
Quadrants.
Yeah, that's annoying. They're all in quadrants. And they're going to face off at the end, in the middle, the winner of each side, the winner of each quadrant, all that crap. We just got our interview with Matthew Cote. That just dropped on Tuesday. If you're listening to this drop day. You can be sure to go check that out. There's last week's episode, also a video on YouTube. We have a lot of matchups to get to this week. How we do it is tonight we're doing the left side of the bracket. That's always week 1. And week 2 is the right side of the bracket. And I think the following week is...
And because it's a little bit different this week, usually we do left side, right side. Today we're doing 2 quadrants.
Yes.
God damn it. I'm saying left side. You can't expect me to remember all this stuff. All right.
So do you mean upper left quadrant and lower right quadrant? Or lower left quadrant, I guess, right?
I'm not looking at the thing. I thought it was upper left quadrant, upper right quadrant. I thought we were actually going, right?
Oh, are we doing the upper quadrants?
Why are we still saying quadrants? Well, don't we do we just do the left side then? Because it's the same year range, right?
All right.
Oh.
So then that would be upper left and lower left quadrants.
Okay, so it is a full side.
I'm trying not to confuse the listener, Mikey.
You are confusing the shit out of the listener and me. Probably more so me. All right. We got drink roll call to get into that we'll get into shortly. We do have 2 text messages that we're going to get to, and then we'll start Murder Madness. So drink roll call. What are you guys drinking?
I picked up something really special for Murder Madness.
Nice.
I like to celebrate. Last year, I think it was last year, I did fancy drinks. This year, I went the opposite direction. I found mango margarita in a can.
Oh. Oh, boy.
I don't know. Sounds pretty fancy to me.
It is in a can, though. So.
That is dangerous.
Yeah, I will say I'm scared because like the margarita in a can, it was strong and you could taste that it was strong. This one tastes like mango and that's pretty much what I taste. So I'm I'm a little bit nervous about drinking this while seated and doing a podcast, and then we're gonna like have a break, and I'm gonna be fucking gone.
Pat's gonna go missing for the second half of this episode. Confirmed. I am drinking nothing alcoholic because I made pee-pee in a cup this week, so I am able to enjoy my herbal essence again, if everybody knows what I mean. And that's what I'm doing right now. So I wanted to purely enjoy that. And here I am.
Return to form.
Yeah, I'm feeling great.
All right. Good job, everybody. I am completely sober and drinking cheer wine.
Oh, you son of a bitch. Oh, god damn. I do have a cheer wine in the fridge.
Oh, that's right. You bought cheer wine.
I did. Damn, man. I didn't know you were drinking cheer wine because on the break, I'm getting my cheer wine.
Well, you screwed up our sneaker buddy thing in my dream, so.
I think that's Rob's way of saying you don't deserve a cheer wine.
That's right. You don't get to be drink buddies on the show.
Oh, that's fucked up. Well, anyway, I gotta go. I can't believe I did that. I should have just had it anyway, so it's on me regardless. But had I known you were having a cheer wine, granted, should have assumed.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I fucked this one up. Damn.
Yeah, I was going to do the South Carolina Lizard Man thing, but I don't have any Maker's Mark, and I didn't go to the liquor store. So,
yeah, all right, fair enough. All right, text message time.
Oh, real quick.
What?
I have an announcement, and I'm afraid that I'll forget the more of mango margarita.
Oh, right. Okay.
So doing our episode last week, I was pretty gone. I don't remember a lot of the actual recording of our episode last week, but after listening to it back and reading some of the comments and some of the discourse and some of the angry messages that were DM'd to me, I've decided that I'm going to try a new thing. You guys have gotten through to me. Assuming for the sake of argument that Rocky Horror Picture Show is a horror movie, I think Shape of Water is a horror movie also. I think more horror movies. I think everything's a horror movie now.
Well, you are correct. Shape of Water is a horror movie, yes.
There are no more rules on this podcast, so that's my new official stance.
I heard nothing. Granted, again, been busy. Is this stuff I would have seen, Kat? I didn't see anything.
Most of it was private. There were a couple things, like in the comments, just about people expressing their love of the horror movie, which I don't know if that was just a thing that people said or if that was like a very pointed attack at me. But I'm getting on board. Everything's a horror movie if you can make a strong enough case for it. And the case that you have to beat is Rocky Horror Picture Show. So it's a low bar. Do what you want, I guess. Be scared. Live your spookiest life. Get weird with fish, maybe. I don't know.
No, we can't go around saying that The Shape of Water is a horror movie. That's just egregious.
I've switched teams.
Welcome to the right side, Kat.
You happy with yourself now?
It's got to feel good to be on the right side of history, doesn't it?
It does.
You proud of that? Goddamn. That's all right. People are gonna get mad at you for that too. So
people are already mad at me. So I figure, you
hear a lot of Grinding Nemo stuff.
Shape of Water is a horror movie. Confirmed, Mikey.
Confirmed.
No, not confirmed. God, I'm not getting yelled at for that one.
Which means we can do it on this show now.
Yeah. It'll be scarier than certain other movies we've done on the show recently.
Yeah, horror movies don't have to be scary. We were going to have to do that eventually anyway.
Mikey, you're right. Horror movies don't have to be scary. They don't have to be anything.
They don't have to be scary.
No, they don't.
I didn't see any. Honestly, I didn't see a word about this movie.
I didn't either. And I went just as hard about it not being a horror movie as Kat did, and I didn't hear anything.
Yeah.
The most I got from Will, I had a discussion with Will actually about it, and
thrill me.
That's the only discussion I had with anybody really past that. Allie fucking argued with me too. She's a pain in the ass. Yeah, she likes Troll 2 and shit, so whatever. But Will and I had a back and forth about it a little bit in the Discord, and his end result with Rocky Horror was he said he didn't hate it, but he didn't really like it. So he was kind of mid on it. And he said after our discussion, he didn't think it was a horror movie, but he said he can, I forget how he worded it. Like if he were to rank, like he would put it in the horror movie section, but at a 10, it would be like a 1. And I was like, all right, I agree. Like, that's fine.
Well, last week I would have agreed, but this week you're wrong, Will. Everything's a horror movie.
And also, we can't trust Will's opinion. He submitted a song for Killer Beats that was so offensive, he won't even tell us what it is.
All right, text message time. Why are you going so slow? All right, 917-397-KILL.
Trace the call. It's coming from inside the house.
917-397-5455. We have 2 text messages here. One of them is from Tasha, Rob.
Oh, boy.
Why you mean to Tasha, man?
She steals potatoes. That ain't nice.
Kat, you don't let him talk to our friend like that?
Listen, I don't want to, but she does steal potatoes, confirmed. So
Well, yeah, she steals potatoes, but we can't go around judging her for it.
that is a slippery slope, because then I won't be allowed to steal potatoes.
Also, she's been attacking me a lot, and I don't know why. I didn't do nothing to her.
Well,
All right. The text message reads, "Oh, I'm horror courting all of you." Holy
What?
shit.
get her, Rob.
Wow, this is the first time the listeners ever horror courting us. What the fuck is
I
this,
know.
man?
Wait a minute.
Wow. Tasha says, I'm horror courting all of you for talking. Oh boy. For talking anything that sounds like poop emoji about my husband, Bill Skarsgård. Oh, Tasha, no.
I forgot that she likes the Skarsgård.
I mean, look.
Oh, Rob, she's not done. Listen to this. The Crow and Oh, okay, hold on. I thought it was egregious. The Crow and Brandon Lee and the general public would be waving torches and pitchforks even if they tried to keep the remake close to the original. So shush until it's out and we'll see what happens. She has 3 points here. Do you guys want to tackle that one first?
Yeah, I do want to start with that one.
Okay.
Because I do feel like the public has a little bit of extra right to be waving pitchforks. Hear me out. Hear me to the end, Tasha. We have some actual complaints about this because Brandon Lee bringing a minority voice to a role as big as The Crow for a film adaptation was a huge deal. He died on set. It's a very sacred role. It's a very touchy subject. That being said, there was also noise about like the sequels, which did not carry on that tradition. So I think we're just kind of in a rut of already being mad about The Crow. I don't think it started with the Skarsgård, but I don't think it's fair to ask us to end it with the Skarsgård. Like, I think people are just allowed to be mad about this.
Also, I don't have a problem with the Skarsgård. He was in Barbarian and he was great. I don't
He was
have
great
an
in
issue with him.
Barbarian. He's my favorite Skarsgård.
Yeah, but I mean that picture looks dumb, Tasha. I'm sorry, it just looks stupid. And I have no love for The Crow. Like I think it's a mid movie, and I don't consider it really a horror movie, and I don't really care about it either way. So you know, but that picture looked really, really stupid, Tasha.
Dumb.
And I'm well within my rights to make fun of that. And let's not forget, with the Crow sequels, we did get the greatest movie poster of all time.
All time.
God damn it.
I would post it in our Twitter group right now if I could remember the name of the movie, but I can't.
It's funny because every time this comes up, you forget the name of the movie every time.
That's because it's really only the poster we care about. It's not the movie. I
Yeah,
will say
I mean,
he is also my least favorite Skarsgård, though, as I was devastated to find out on this show. Because
The Crow Wicked Prayer. That is the name of the movie.
Damn it.
He found it. Does that mean we get to look at the poster again?
It does. It does. It's headed your way here momentarily. Don't worry about that, Kat.
That'll be up on Patreon.
I got you covered. This poster is, and I've never seen this movie, but I do kind of want to watch it just because of the poster. So I do think the poster is doing its job.
Oh, I had the opposite reaction. I never want to see this because there's no way it can live up to the poster.
I mean, that is true. Although it does also star David Boreanaz and Tara Reid. So
This is just the best lineup for a Crow movie ever.
All right.
Edward Furlong looking like sad Crow, like he's either going to go fight crime or sing lead for the Cure, is just fantastic.
I do want to point out, though, he looks more like the Crow than the Skarsgård, who just kind of looks wet and shirtless, which I'm sure is the appeal for Tasha in this movie.
And let's be fair, he does have a few tattoos also, Kat, so we know he's a tough guy.
I know he has tattoos because one of them is a woman's face where her eye is his nipple, and I cannot get over it.
Yeah, no, you're right, Tasha. Perfect. This is perfect. Not a problem at all.
God damn it, Tasha. All right. Her next point. Horror court on Mikey. What?
Yep, I'm with you. Tasha. I'm coming around to your side.
For giving Rob and Kat a hard time for making up their minds about Five Nights at Freddy's before it came out, but already making up his mind about The Crow. As much as I hate to be defending any of Rob's poor choices. Wow, that's a rubber band effect. You got whiplash there, buddy.
I'll take it. I don't care. I'll take it. If she's horror courting you, I'll take it.
All right. As much as I hate to be defending any of Rob's poor choices, even a broken clock is right twice a day. Tasha, to that I say, everything we see, all the trailers and images and stuff we seen leading up to Five Nights at Freddy's looked good. They didn't show too much. We got to see the animatronics. They looked great. That was the big reveal. I just looked good.
I just want to point out that the thing that made me make up my mind about Five Nights at Freddy's was when it said in association with Scott Cawthon. And not only was I right about the movie sucking, I was right about why based off of that one line of text.
I don't even know what that means. Not gonna lie. I know he made Five Nights at Freddy's, but
he got in trouble for fucking the puppets.
He got in trouble for puppet fucking. I was right. I called it.
Started.
Yeah.
My favorite bit. Okay, yeah. But everything leading up to it looked good. All the images that we seen, all that stuff. So, and this, Tasha, this looked ridiculous. I mean, the Crow thing, and I love the Crow. Probably more than anybody on this show.
Definitely more than me.
I would say probably, yeah, if we're just talking the movie, you love this more than anyone on the show.
Yeah, I like the Crow. But God, Tasha.
If we're talking about the Crow Wicked Prayer, I don't know that anybody loves that more than me.
Yeah, that's what I was going to fight for as well.
That's true.
For sure.
All right, third point. Horror court in all caps. God damn. On Rob. Okay.
Listen, this is wrong, whatever it is. Tasha, you're making a fool of yourself.
On Rob for trying to gatekeep anything when he thinks The Shape of Water is horror. So this is on Cat too now then.
Nope. No. I won't gatekeep anything anymore. I've opened the gates so wide that Shape of Water just passed right on through with Rocky Horror.
The Shape of Water is a horror movie.
But you think that The Shape of Water is a horror movie now. So this
anything's
kind
a horror
of applies
movie.
To you.
Not only is The Shape of Water a horror movie, it is the greatest horror movie of all time.
Well, Tasha continues to say, you should be ashamed of yourself. Tasha continues to say he should be bleeped every time he says that's not a horror movie until he admits Grinding Nemo isn't one. Love you guys. Kissy face emoji.
I only get bleeped when I say and that's it, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
I think that's the full list.
Yeah.
Well, the list is wider. I think you had to have said something else. There's no way it was you made that living off of just those 3 or 4 phrases. There's no way.
Yeah, I don't remember what the other phrases are though.
But those are your usual suspects. That is absolutely true. And I have bleeps to you now. Why?
Hey, talk to Tasha.
You didn't have to say them. God damn.
She forced my hand.
Mm-hmm.
Damn potato thief.
Tasha, yeah, I mean, I agree with everything except point 2. You were right on there.
No, you were right to horror court, Mikey, but then you got out of pocket.
No, I think it's fair. Shape of Water is a horror movie, as is everything else. Or the line has to be drawn somewhere. But do we get to be the people to draw that line?
Apparently not.
I'd argue no after last week.
All right. I don't want to hear it when everybody starts. Whenever Chris, Greg, Amber, everybody, when you start bitching about Shape of Water, please make it a point that I'm not involved, because I'm standing way away from that one. I don't want any splash damage, nothing. I'm way back.
I made a list of the 100 top horror movies of all time, and Shape of Water was number one.
He did
I don't know if you guys remember that or not.
We were able to identify the problem, Rob. Yeah, we know what you did. God damn. All right. We do have one more text message. Hang on.
We got another text message?
Uh-huh.
No.
We sure
We're very
do.
popular.
We got all damn day to be reading these people's opinions.
Rob, this text message is from Kate.
Oh, hi, Kate.
Don't be nice to her.
We're friends.
Listen to the text message first and then see if you're friends.
Yeah, Rob won't be good friends with Kate. Kate's text message reads, motherfucker. I heard a rumor that one of the hosts of this podcast needs surgery to remove a talk to me hand from their body.
I love Kate so much.
Oh, yeah, me too.
Can we put Kate in the power rankings?
How long will the recovery time be? And what will Mikey do with the hand after? God damn it.
Well, I don't think you can continue using it as a bong after, can you?
You definitely can't keep using it as a bong, but.
Oh, I didn't even think of that. The first time I smoked after the test should have been out of the hand. I haven't even smoked out of it yet.
Don't smoke out of your jerk off hand, Mikey. That's gross.
It's not a jerk off hand. Stop calling it that. And it's not up my butt either, Kate. God damn it. Why are you even texting the show?
I was gonna say, it sounds like maybe he's using it for some other stuff.
Well, we bait because I think it's a dual purpose jerk off hand, and he sticks that index finger up his butt.
What's wrong with you, man?
Here's the thing. Keep trying. Like, don't give up. What are the chances you have to go to the hospital for it twice?
All right.
Right?
It'll be fine.
I never went to the hospital for it once. That thing has been out of the box one time.
Mm-hmm.
One time. I took pictures of it. I admired it. I put it back in the box.
Put your dick in it.
Ever since, for new listeners, hi, how you doing? This is a running bit that these assholes have where I bought from the movie Talk to Me. They have the replica hand, and it's also a bong / pipe. I don't know. It's really, really cool looking. And ever since I got it, Rob's saying, oh, it's your jerk off hand. And Kate's saying I put it up my butt and all this stuff. Why? Why can't I have nothing?
You bought a jerk off hand, dude.
I was going to say, it sounds like you're getting quite a lot.
There's nothing wrong with sex toys, Mikey. Have fun.
It ain't a sex toy, man. This piece of memorabilia is really cool. Allie got one too. Why doesn't she get shit?
Allie's classy. She wouldn't do that kind of thing.
Oh yeah, Allie is real classy.
Huge clown penis.
Nothing says class like Allie Surreal. God damn it.
Kate, thank you for sending in a text. That really brightened my day.
Yeah,
Kate,
that was
kiss
a good
my
way
ass.
to kick off the awards.
Kate is incredible.
Kiss my ass, Kate. Actually, you know what? Hold on. I think I have a Kate button.
Our gamer tag is chiseled hyena, but it looks like a fucking STD.
Beautiful. There you go, Kate. Son of a bitch. God damn. All right. Can we get moving with the show now, please?
Yeah, I had a real quick update, though. I was in Greg's live tonight on TikTok, at Darth Gregor on TikTok. You know, he's live every Saturday night.
Yeah.
And I just wanted to report that both he and Amber have taken to the using of the term French. It's catching on, guys. We are changing the lexicon.
French.
So that fucking Greg sat there and said the word French, like, seriously?
Yep.
How many times did he do it, you think?
Oh, they did it a lot. Like,
God damn it.
French. It's catching on, Mikey.
I don't like it. I very much don't like it.
Hashtag French on Twitter.
All right. Do I have to hit my button?
Please hit the button.
Wait, do we do news first?
Oh, are we doing news?
No, we're not doing news. We got a lot of matchups to get to. This is
I
the
have
Gabagool.
news.
Oh, you got news?
Oh, what's your
Yeah.
news?
Let's do this first, though. I guess we already hit the button now.
Son of a bitch. Gabagool Mystery Corner, where our listeners anonymously send in. I wish I could tie it into horror, but it's not. It's just Italian memes making fun of me for being Italian. And I describe them and react to them on the show. They go up on Patreon, possibly YouTube soon. I don't fucking know.
Fuck.
This is getting ridiculous now, guys. Let's see. What the? Oh, why'd I get 2 of them?
Well, they're a set.
I seen that for second one before.
That is kind of a set, yeah.
All
Also,
right.
you weren't drinking anything tonight, so I figured I might as well bring a little bit of Italian alcohol culture to the Gabagool Mystery Corner today.
Lions make weird choices.
The first one is it's supposed to be a Smirnoff bottle, I think. It's a bottle of spaghetti, and it's gross. I don't even know what to say about this. And the next one is vodka meatballs. This is the problem with AI right here. I like to identify it's used to harass people and, make images and create them, generate them for the specific pain and suffering of another human being. And this is not right. So I don't like these. These are ridiculous. These are gross. Like, I don't know what it is about pasta, man, but anything other than in a plate or in a pot, it just don't look right. And that looks gross to me. I don't like it.
No?
Strongly against.
So that's not what you drink?
No.
Duly noted.
We needed to note that.
Well,
that wasn't clear.
They didn't have any Italian cheer wine memes, so.
Yeah, I don't like that. I don't appreciate that. So whoever sent it in, stop it. Please, everybody, stop. We're good for like a year if you stop it right now. Like, come on.
That's true.
Think about this. Maybe, maybe in a year, you people feel bad for this. And then it's just too late to stop it. Like, maybe think ahead and get ahead on some, like they say you're supposed to do a good deed every day. Build it all up for that one day next year.
I will say, Mikey, I don't want to ruin your fun or the surprise of the Gabagool submitters. I have been told by a couple people that this segment will die over their dead bodies, though. So
Doesn't look like it's stopping any time soon then.
yeah, I wouldn't count on next year being the year.
Are you going to have to get some guys from the neighborhood to go off some people?
It's a big reason
were.
why this is an anonymous segment.
Right. I don't even know who they are. Like, even if I wanted to, I can't do shit. I don't know who it is. It's ridiculous. I know some of you, though, are doing it. And I know that. God damn it. Rob, you said you had something to talk about. What do you want?
I do. So the first thing is, we have a release date now for Maxine.
Yes.
Oh.
It will be out July 5th.
And I will be there opening day.
Yes. So, certainly looking forward to that. That is probably my most anticipated movie of this year. So I was happy that it finally got a release date related to Maxine. Ty West has now mentioned that he might have a 4th movie in mind.
Oh.
I don't know if I want that.
I also let's see Maxine first, and I'll decide if I want that.
Yeah.
I like the idea of this being a closed trilogy.
I have a sinking feeling that Maxine might not be good. Only
Really?
because I've seen like the cast and everything. And I have a feeling it's not going to feel a lot like the other movies. With, Kevin Bacon being in it and Halsey,
Yeah, I do worry about that.
Yeah, but we'll see. So I wanted to mention that. The other thing that I wanted to mention was, I don't know if you guys saw this or not, the rumored Nightmare on Elm Street television show.
I have not
No.
seen this.
Oh, this kind of took the internet and especially Twitter by storm for a little while. You can see there's a poster that was made that I sent. You have to click on the link in the group chat. But this is apparently a Nightmare on Elm Street prequel television show to air on Max, written and directed, a 10-part series, written and directed by Rob Zombie and starring DJ Qualls as Freddy Krueger.
What?
Real.
That can't be real.
This was
That
running
is
around.
so
Turns
funny.
out, no, this is not real.
Yeah, no, that can't be real.
But I wanted to bring it up because it was there was like 2 days where no one was sure if it was real or not. And the reaction online was pretty funny. It does turn out that it was not real. The guy who made it was apparently didn't expect it to take off the way that it did. And he was just like, he was running around going, this isn't real. But it kind of got out of control. There are still people who believe that this series is coming. But no, it was completely satire.
Is it one of those things we can will it into existence? Like, if enough people just close their eyes and believe in this series, we get it.
I will say this, Mikey, if it were a real thing, it definitely would have had Freddy as a kitty diddler, because this was supposed to take place before he got burned to death by the parents.
We would have found out once for all, wouldn't we?
I think
I
we
wish
already
it would
know.
come out. I wish it would. I wish it fucking would. I know even
Okay,
Rob
And
so
Zombie.
think
also,
that
come
Rob
on, it's written and
Zombie
directed
is
by
going to
Rob
be-
Zombie.
No, I don't think he'd
one-
have. No, he wouldn't do it. I don't think he would do it.
If we ever get Rob Zombie on the show, the first question I'm asking him is Freddy Krueger a kitty diddler? And then he'll leave and we're going to get reported. We're never going to get anyone back on the show. It's going to be worth it, though.
Sometimes you just got to take those risks.
Yeah.
I mean, you got to ask the questions that's on everybody's mind. Like when I asked David Howard Thornton if that was a stunt ass or not.
You sure did.
You have to
did.
ask the questions everybody wants the answers to.
We were talking about that recently, Kat, and I gave a full rundown of everything Rob did in that situation. And when you lay it all out like that, it's really hilarious. He overslept through an interview with the star or co-star of the hottest movie of the year, like the most anticipated, talked about. It was just a lightning movie that came out. Slept through that interview, 4-hour Halloween special, and then woke up and joined it late as shit, got yelled at by Art the Clown, and then asked him if that was his ass that he seen. When you lay it all out like that, like, goddamn, man, why you do all that?
I don't see a problem. I'm an investigative journalist, Mikey.
One of our best interviews, guys.
It was one of our best interviews. Not much to do with Rob. It was David
come on
Howard
now.
Thornton being dope. But goddamn, man, how you gonna just act like that?
I don't see a problem. Everybody was wondering. I asked. Now we know it was his ass.
You talked to him for all of a minute and a half. And you just belted that shit out. Like, all right, I'm here now. Oh, shit. All right. Is that all you had?
Yeah, that's it.
Okay.
I really wanted to talk about Fred. DJ Qualls playing Freddy.
I'm crushed that that's not real.
That one gonna be real. Especially on Max. I could see Rob Zombie maybe doing it on his own and just, putting it on YouTube or something. Yeah, Max ain't gonna pick that up. Shame on you for besmirching Nightmare on Elm Street too, Rob.
I didn't. I just reported on what I saw going around online. I can't believe you guys didn't see it. It was like there was at least a day where that was most of my Twitter feed.
I'll check my Twitter feed. That's the
No,
thing.
the only thing I saw was people being really frustrated with the Halloween series.
Oh yeah, that we also did learn a little more about that. That series is going to pick up from the first film again.
Mm.
Yeah, which is, I think, why people were mad.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not a good idea.
Nope. I don't understand how you can sustain a television series just based on Michael stalking and killing people. I don't get that.
I don't know. But all right, guys, we're going to pay some bills, be right back, and we are starting Murder Madness.
For the Lord Humphrey Cup.
Stop it. It's not the Lord Humphrey Cup. There was the Lord Humphrey
We
Cup
got
on
an
Twitter.
image.
I know
Yeah.
we now know what the Lord Humphrey Cup looks like.
Thanks,
Hell
Chris.
of a deal.
Thanks, Chris. Working his way into that Slasher Radio Hall of Fame one step at a time, isn't he?
Oh, wait, what happened on Discord? You had a ceasefire?
Mm-hmm.
Chris! What the hell, man?
I know, he asked for it. I agreed.
I know. I didn't get a chance to really read it, but I forget if it was Will or Allie. Someone was like, Rob and Chris had to. I said, what? Why?
Feel free to take all the shots you want at Mikey, though, Chris.
I'm over here, didn't do nothing, man. You get away scot-free, and you're still mocking the guy about it.
I didn't mock him. I just say he's getting one step closer.
Lying motherfucker.
Keep doing cool shit like that, you'll be in no time.
I've returned, cheer wine in hand. Rob, we are now drinking buddies on the show. Yeah, has anyone ever had the same drink? No, right?
I don't think the same week. No.
No, I don't think so.
Look at that, the first. Look at us go. We're bonding is what's happening.
A little male
right.
bondage.
God damn it. All right. Is that going to bleep too, Cat? Or no? I don't know if it does.
No, I think it's
God
too funny
damn
to be bleeped.
Shit. All right. The bracket is set up. Top left. It's going from top left to bottom right. 70s and across
so
from
upper left quadrant.
God damn it.
Those paying attention at home is the 70s.
Yeah, and the 70s, and then across from it to the right is the 80s.
That's the upper right quadrant is the 80s.
Then the 90s.
In the lower left quadrant.
And the 2000s.
The lower right quadrant, if you're playing at home.
Have I ever told you I hate you?
I think that makes sense to everybody, right?
Yeah.
God damn it. All right. So I guess we start with the 70s?
Yes, that would be the upper left quadrant. Yes.
God damn it. I think this will be up on YouTube at some point. We'll see what happens. So we're going to start with the 70s. We're spinning the wheel. Everybody knows the lore of the wheel on this show. It's an evil son of a bitch.
The wheel has never been good to anyone.
No. And it has Rob's face on it. So
that's the only good part of the wheel.
All right. So we spin the wheel. They get chosen at random. The movies we have, well, actually, we'll just let it be a surprise, I guess, as it goes.
Yeah. Yeah. Remember when we made shirts with my face on them and they were a huge hit?
I do remember that.
One person bought one, yeah. All right. The list is shuffled. The first matchup. Oh, shit.
Damn, I'm getting dizzy looking at myself spin like that.
You're annoying. I have to change the time that the wheel spins for.
Yes, you do.
I have to do that.
Oh.
Pass some heavy hitters.
Oh.
They're all kind of heavy hitters, though. That's the thing.
Yeah, the thing about this is that it's kind of a heavy hitter.
Yeah.
Bracket,
it's just 16 movies from each decade. I mean, that's...
Yeah.
Alien from 1979.
Yes.
Anna, how do you weight the wheel, Mikey?
I don't know how to weight the wheel. Let's see what Alien's going up against.
All right.
Too short.
Oh, this is kind of a rough pull for this one. Like,
yeah, another movie from 1979, though.
I didn't think it was going to go real far, but going up against Aliens is tough.
Yeah, going up against Alien is now Phantasm.
Yeah.
This feels pretty easy, right?
This is really easy, although for the, like, is it Alien or Aliens?
It's Alien.
Alien. Okay.
Careful, Damien Maffei. You don't want to hear that shit. You think Aliens will whoop its ass too to him.
Aliens would probably still win. Yeah, this is Alien all day, right? I mean,
all day, not a contest.
Yeah.
All
right. Well, thanks for coming, Phantasm.
Poor Phantasm, man.
It's
probably
just a rough
would
matchup.
I don't know if Phantasm. I see one movie it beats.
Oh, also, I was going to announce this early for the listeners at home. I have not been. I didn't look at the bracket this year.
Yep.
So I came in blind to this one.
Yeah, Kat.
Because I wanted to be surprised.
Kat was upset that we didn't do Murder by Numbers and was, I think, protesting.
I said I was going to protest, and then we came up with an idea really easy, and it was like, maybe I don't have to protest the bracket this year. But at that point, by the time I came around, so much of the work had already been done that I was like, I'm just going to come in blind and drunk to the bracket. This is going to be my favorite year of Murder Madness.
For the Lord Humphrey Cup.
For the Lord Humphrey Cup.
It's
For
not the Lord
the
Humphrey Cup.
vernal Lord Humphrey
Oh, that's
Cup.
right. It is the vernal Lord Humphrey Cup. Yes.
All right, next matchup. God damn it, I hate the Lord Humphrey Cup crap.
Ooh.
Ooh. 1977 Suspiria, the Dario Argento classic.
Mm-hmm. This is dangerous because Rob, you're right. There's really not much room to breathe on this thing.
No, I mean, that's the
No.
thing. You're only picking 16 movies from each decade. That's tough.
Yeah. All right, let's see what it goes against.
Oh, I don't like this. I don't like where this is going. I don't like this.
Dawn of the Dead.
George Romero's 1978 Dawn of the Dead.
I don't like this matchup. I feel personally attacked.
I'm going Dawn of the Dead.
I mean, I like Dawn of the Dead a lot, but it's Suspiria. I gotta pick Suspiria.
I'm going Dawn of the Dead. and I like Suspiria and all, but this one's easy for me.
I don't like that I'm tie breaking this. I'm still trying to wrap my head around I'm still trying to wrap my head around the wheel here being mean to me.
It's what the wheel does, Kat. But to
I
me,
know.
I mean, I don't know. Like, I like Dawn of the Dead. I'm not sure that it's the best even of that. Like,
I don't think it is. I think that might kind of sway me a little bit because it's like, this is not my favorite Romero. All Romero is so good for me. Like, I'm not ever watching one of these movies and being like, man, I wish I were watching something else. It doesn't happen. But I do think if this were higher ranked in my, like, if this were, obviously it couldn't be because of the decade, but if this were like Night of the Living Dead, this would be impossible and my brain would explode. Suspiria is one of my all-time, this was in my top 10 movies, though. I feel like it's got to be Suspiria.
yeah.
God damn.
I don't like this. I don't like this wheel.
There's nothing about this year's Murder Madness that's going to be easy.
No.
Whoever wins is going to have to earn that Lord Humphrey Cup.
It's not Lord Humphrey Cup. Stop calling it that.
Well, I'm sorry, the vernal Lord Humphrey Cup, yeah.
Yeah. Let's not get silly.
All right, so we have back-to-back our first sweep and our first split.
Yep.
So they're out of the way early. The split was, the flush was a much easier flush than it should have been.
Oh.
Ooh,
One of my personal favorites, The Wicker Man from 1973.
fantastic.
You nervous here, Rob?
I mean, a little. I like that movie a lot.
All right. See what the Wicker Man's going up against.
I really thought I was going to vote for Wicker Man, but that's not where I've ended up here.
I'm
going Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
And I am going to Wicker Man.
Really?
Yeah. I really
Why?
like The Wicker Man.
You can't like it that much.
I do. I really like it. And it's got more boobs than Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
That is true.
Yeah, that doesn't make it better. Rob Zombie's movies have a lot of boobs. You don't like those? Well, I don't know, man. I hope you like The Wicker Man leaving because I can't do it. I gotta go Texas Chainsaw.
All right. That's fine. You guys can be wrong.
Why does TCM keep breaking your heart, dude?
I don't know, man.
What'd you do?
I mean, I like TCM, but if you said to me, do you want to watch Texas Chainsaw Massacre or The Wicker Man? It would be The Wicker Man. Either version.
That's wild. Great. Okay.
Have you seen the Nick Cage Wicker Man, Mikey?
It's so good.
I haven't seen the whole thing, but I've seen parts
He
of it.
punches so many old ladies in the face. It's incredible.
And also the same child gets hit by a bus so many times.
I'm spinning the wheel. Wicker Man, thanks for coming. Ooh.
All right. I like this movie, but it's not like one I really love. It's The Omen from 1976. It's a very good movie.
The Omen is like the next ladder up from Poltergeist, it seems like, you know?
Yeah, like it's a very good movie, but I'm not like in love with it or anything. I don't watch it a lot or anything.
All right. Let's see what's coming up against. It does have a chance against several movies on this list.
Yeah, I mean it could beat some
yeah.
of these movies.
Oh,
For
shit.
instance.
See, Kat says for instance, but I'm thinking it's the Amityville Horror 1979. I really like this movie.
Oh, see, this is no contest, hands down, The Omen for me. I really, it has a lot of classic moments that I like. I really like Gregory Peck's performance in it. The Amityville Horror, I've always kind of struggled with.
I'm really torn on it because I recognize that The Omen is the better movie, but I really like the Amityville Horror.
That's how it is sometimes.
Yeah. Mikey, what are you thinking?
I think I'm going to go The Omen.
All right, so then it doesn't matter what I say then.
Yeah.
So I'll throw the pity vote to Amityville.
All right. I like Amityville too, but I can't. I can't do it. Like, it's not right to put it over The Omen.
Yeah. Like I said, I recognize The Omen's a better movie, but I would rather watch the Amityville Horror.
That's where I'm stuck, because if I had to put one on, it's going to be Amityville. But it doesn't deserve to go over it. All right, I'm going to spin the Rob. Oh, fuck.
Big hitter. The Exorcist, 1973.
Rob, this wheel has an opportunity to be very mean to you.
No, it doesn't. I've already sorted this out, so it doesn't matter to me.
Oh, you cheating fuck. All right.
No, I didn't cheat. You can look at my list of top 100. I know right where this ranks.
All right.
It was not super mean to you. Oh, wait. Yeah, it was not super mean.
It ranks well above this one. This is The Hills Have Eyes, 1977. This is The Exorcist all day.
Can I go last?
Sure. Yeah, it's one? Exorcist.
Okay.
I always find myself doing nothing but feeling bad for this fucking movie, The Hills Have Eyes. You know, it's like it should be good so bad, and it's Wes Craven, and it has every reason to be good, and it's just not. And it's really
not a good movie.
It had no business going up against The Exorcist like that. Why did he do that too?
It's not a good movie, and the remake is better than the original.
Which doesn't happen very often.
No, it doesn't. It's just, I mean, I've watched it a few times thinking, all right, I'm going to give this a real fair chance. And every time I just come away from it thinking, it's just not that good.
It's not.
Yeah.
But the wheel still didn't have to do it like that.
No, it didn't. It didn't.
No, I am kind of tempted to throw a pity vote to it, which is one of the reasons why I wanted to go last. I had this like gripping fear for a second, like a Final Destination style premonition, where I threw this a pity vote, just assuming that it would lose cleanly. And then Mikey voted for it because it's Wes Craven.
That's a dick thing Mikey would do.
I could see like my life flash before my eyes from the cancellation, but knowing that it's already lost, I feel comfortable tossing it a pity vote.
Good. I'm glad you did it that way, Kat, because Mikey will get petty and he won't take this serious.
What do you mean? I just put The Omen over something that I live like a half hour from.
I know.
Yeah, I play this by the book, man. Unlike you pushing Tom Atkins through, fucking the shit out of everybody.
Dude, Tom Atkins fucked his way to the third round. Nothing makes me happier than that.
Rob almost cried, man.
Because when we first did that, I was in Cincinnati at the hotel in Cincinnati. I'd been at the horror convention the first night, and Tom and Dr. Chalice came up, and I was like, "All right, I'm gonna make my best argument here, but I don't think I'm going to be able to swim." And I could hear Kat slowly starting to come around. And I was like, this is the greatest thing that's ever happened.
And then it happened again.
And then Mikey got spiteful.
Yeah.
He does that.
Yeah.
You got spiteful the first time could be the argument. I know. Who did he beat? I don't even remember who
I
he
don't
beat.
remember.
The first one was Gail, and I forget the other one, but
Listen, those ladies had a good time.
God damn it.
Oh my.
All right. Black Christmas.
Ooh.
This is an excellent, excellent movie.
I'm scared. Oh boy. All right, I'm spinning the Rob. I just don't want it to land on one. Oh, okay.
Oh, against Jaws.
Ooh.
Holy shit.
Ooh.
This is a very tough matchup.
I feel like I could go either way on this.
Well, I know which way I have to go.
Me too.
Jaws was in my top 5. I believe it was number 5. And I will be picking Jaws. I am curious where Black Christmas came in. Oh, shit.
Oh.
Jaws was indeed my number 5. Black Christmas was my number 7.
Oh, wow.
That's how close it is, but it will be Jaws for me, yeah.
Can we just take a second to appreciate, because I've gotten slack on this show for saying this, but can we just appreciate the 1970s real quick?
Yeah, the
like
70s are awesome.
This is amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I agree.
All right.
Yeah, the 70s. This might be the best decade for horror. I know everybody says the 80s, but I do find a lot of those 80s movies are kind of cheesy.
And that's the thing, because when we did the like decade verses and I chose 70s, everyone was like, what's Cat doing? Wild card. And it's like, no, I think I'm right.
Had you picked like the 50s, I would have been easy to mock you, but
well, you mocked me anyway.
Yeah, I mean that's kind of what I do.
We all got mocked that episode because that was the one where none of us chose the 80s.
Yes.
It's almost like we made a rule without knowing it.
Good times.
Anyway, yeah, it's Jaws for me, but boy, it's close.
I'm going Black Christmas, man. It's not that close for me. Black Christmas, and it's just.
Have you seen fucking Jaws, Mikey?
Yeah, I have, but I've seen Black Christmas too.
It's fucking cool, dude. Check it out.
I've heard of it. I'm going Black Christmas though. It's it's Black Christmas, man. It's my favorite subgenre done flawlessly. Like it's Black Christmas all day.
I think it's got to be Black Christmas.
Wow. I never thought I'd see the day Cat would vote against the shark.
It's tough.
That's funny.
And the thing is, we know that as of like 20 minutes ago, I have quit gatekeeping horror officially. So Jaws is unequivocally a horror movie. That being said, Black Christmas hits more of the checklist of things that I look for in horror movies.
All right.
And I think that's really the only thing that puts it above Jaws for me.
All right.
I think if we're just talking suspense, Jaws is better. But like when I think of a horror movie, I'm more likely to think of Black Christmas. And because this is a horror podcast.
I think with Jaws, like, I think back to like that 3D viewing that I went to of Jaws and just how amazing it was. Like, I don't know, it's just such a well-made movie. It's just so good. But I'm not going to be mad about it. That's how number 5 and number 7 on my top 100. I mean, it's so if it was any movie besides Black Christmas, I might be pissed, but it's fine.
That was a really, really tough matchup for Jaws.
Yeah.
Jaws out the door, round 1. God damn this wheel. All right. Well, we have 2 more matchups for the 70s. Let's see what's going on here.
Yeah, this quadrant's almost done.
God damn.
I've just seen the 4 movies that are left. This is fascinating.
The wheel knows.
Carrie, 1976.
See what it's going up against.
Bay of Blood, 1971.
Okay, last time I cast my pity vote last, just for safety reasons. Here I'm going to come out ahead of it. I'm going to vote for Bay of Blood. I don't like its chances, but I think it was very influential. I think it was very fun. And I think it deserves a single vote. And if this goes against me later, I'm gonna live to regret this moment happily.
I've never been a huge fan of Carrie. Like, I think it's good. I don't think it's great.
I'm having regrets.
My biggest problem with A Bay of Blood is that the whole thing boils down to like a real estate dispute or something.
A real estate dispute with an army of leeches, though. So,
yeah. I just, both of these movies, like, I don't love either one of them, but I don't dislike them either. Like, they're just kind of, they're good. Mikey, what are you thinking?
I'm going Carrie.
You're not going to make it easy on me either, are you, you dick? I knew it.
You had, I do nothing but call Bay of Blood mid, like, constantly, and lower mid at that. And
But
boring.
do you think Carrie's better than lower mid?
Yeah, it's definitely better than lower mid. Yeah.
Mm.
Carrie's upper mid at the lowest.
It invented the shish kebab through two naked people move.
It did.
Revolutionary for horror.
It did. Although I've often said another not really complaint, but one thing about A Bay of Blood is I would like it a lot more if they'd stuck with the title Twitch of the Death Nerve.
That is a better title.
Because that's a fucking badass title.
Okay, you know how we talk about like remakes being made from bad concepts? I think we should also have a project where we make films for the first time based off of unused titles.
Yes. That would be good.
Because Twitch of the Death Nerve.
It's such a great title. But,
so
you know, A Bay of Blood, I mean, basically, Sean Cunningham lifted a bunch of stuff from that for Friday the 13th.
Yeah.
Even though he claims he'd never seen A Bay of Blood.
Carrie gave us the bloodbath scene too, though. I mean, that's like
Carrie's got
iconic.
some stuff going for it. There's no doubt. I mean, but it's also got some weird stuff. I mean, like John Travolta being all abusive and everything in it.
Oh my God.
Is weird, but it does have like great performances from Piper Laurie and Sissy Spacek. It is Brian De Palma.
It does have really good performances.
Yeah.
And you know what? It's a good story too. I don't want it to seem like I'm like against Carrie in this, because I did kind of assume it was already going to have won by now. Like, it feels like a winner. And it also revolutionized a bunch of like it ushered in a lot of horror tropes that we use, you know.
Right. Well, and that's the thing, talking about how Sean Cunningham lifted from Bay of Blood for Friday the 13th. He also lifted that ending from Carrie.
That's true. It took and he lifted, not he specifically, Friday lifted all of Carrie for one of their movies.
Oh yeah,
too.
for part 7.
So,
Yeah, it's basically Jason versus Carrie.
Yeah.
I'll go Carrie.
All right.
I'll go Carrie. I don't know how happy I am about it though.
Yeah, I'm glad Carrie got out of round 1.
I'm glad it did too. And I'm not horribly sad about Bay of Blood, but I'm glad that it wasn't a sweep, because I do. You know, it needed some attention.
I might regret that later.
When Carrie knocks out The Exorcist and Halloween, you're gonna live to regret it.
Yeah, when fucking Carrie runs the table.
When Carrie fucks her way through.
Yeah.
Well, speaking of Halloween, the final matchup for what is it, Rob?
For the upper left quadrant.
Why do you say upper left too on top? God damn.
Well, you gotta know which quadrant it is.
Yeah. It is Halloween 1978 going up against The Last House on the Left 1972.
Can I just get my pity vote out there now? I feel like I'm throwing a lot of my votes away in these early rounds on pity votes.
Why would you even do that for a movie that's not even good though?
Well, because that's the thing, is I know that you're going to say that it's not good. I know that if it were up to you, it wouldn't be on this bracket. I like this movie. I feel like it deserves more attention than it gets. I feel like it deserves.
Is the reason it doesn't get attention. This is Halloween. What are we talking about?
There were a lot of ones on this the side of on this quadrant that I would have voted Last House over. I don't feel like Halloween should be one of them, but also pity votes.
Yeah, I was going to say Kat defends Last House on the Left a lot against Rob. I was interested to see how she was going to try and pull this one off. Rob, Halloween clearly isn't even the best movie in its franchise. It could be The Last House on the Left here.
That's true. The Last House on the Left is the best movie in its franchise, in its franchise.
Thank you,
I just want to
Kat.
toss
Thank
that
you.
out.
Thank you.
Not saying that.
The original is better than the remake. You are correct about that.
And also, oh no, never mind.
But that's more of a testament to how bad and stupid that remake is.
I mean, yeah, the Halloween. It's unfortunate. Halloween is. It was virtually possibly unbeatable. Arguably on this side of the bracket.
Yeah.
It would have been tough to knock it off, and it moves forward. So, Last House on the Left. Thanks for coming.
Sorry, Last House on the Left. I would have defended you stronger if you had been against like Carrie or Phantasm or whatever, but
that shores up the upper left quadrant.
God damn it. So what are we doing? Top right now?
Are we doing top right or lower left?
Oh no, yeah, lower left. So that's the 90s.
Yeah, it's the 90s. Or in the lower left quadrant. Yes.
Okay. Stop saying quadrant crap. All right, let's find out what the first matchup is. I forgot to update the time on this one.
Yeah, you did, boy. We're spinning.
Look at that, Rob go. You dizzy, Rob?
I am dizzy. Jesus Christ. It's a good thing I'm not drinking tonight.
Whoops. Oh. It was almost a leprechaun.
Instead, it is Urban Legend from 1998.
Rob, you better be nice on this one, man. Be fair. You're always mean to this movie.
I'm not mean to this movie. I like this movie.
He's about to be addicted to this movie. Cat, watch. I forgot to change it.
God damn it, Mike. I'm about to be mean to you.
He's mean to a lot of 90s movies, though.
The 90s suck. I mean, there's a handful of great movies from the 90s, and then everything else is garbage.
Oh, boy.
Oh, wait, hold on.
No.
Oh.
Oh.
That would have been so funny.
Horizon 1997.
I mean, this isn't a contest, right?
It's funny that you say that because I don't know which way you're thinking. Like, this isn't a contest, right? I'm like, I don't know which one of these I want to vote for.
All right. I'll reel it back in then.
It's not a contest.
I feel like
for
this
me.
is an easy one, but I'll digress.
It's not a contest for me.
All right.
I mean, I like Event Horizon a lot. I also like Urban Legend a lot.
Can't tell.
I don't know why you think I'm mean to that movie, Mikey.
Because you're always mean to the movie. I'm not even gonna bother. Like it's. I like Event Horizon, but I say all the time, not a huge sci-fi fan.
That's my biggest problem with Event Horizon. I'm not a big sci-fi fan.
Wait. What is happening right now?
What's happening is the better movie might win, and it's Urban Legend.
Okay, listen, I think Urban Legend is very underrated. I love the premise. I love the execution. It's a fun movie. It's got some scares. We know I love Brenda. Fucking Event Horizon. I don't even understand how this is an argument right now. Event Horizon is amazing. And it's one of those movies, because I also, sci-fi horror is not my favorite subgenre of horror. But this is one of those movies where it's like, I sometimes have to remind myself that it's a sci-fi horror movie because it's fucking Event Horizon. Like, it's so good.
All right, so now I see what Kat was thinking when she said it wasn't a contest or whatever, but to me, these are closer than she thinks they are.
Yeah, my thing with Urban Legend is it's one of the rare occurrences of a perfectly mixed horror movie, like slasher movie with fun. Like it mixes perfectly.
But it's not even the best movie that did that this decade. Like
that is a good point.
Event
Yeah,
Horizon.
but how many sci-fi horrors do they even make?
Well, Event Horizon is really good in that the horror is grounded psychologically. So you have a lot of these like tense, deep character experiences, and it's just beautifully well shot. The deaths were really inventive. There's so much tension in this movie. It's a good story. It's a good film.
But no one in Event Horizon wears a parka.
And the kills in Urban
feel like
Legend
that's a
were
plus.
great.
But Kat does bring up a good point, because Urban Legend is really just a Scream knockoff.
Well, yeah, but I mean, and Event Horizon's
I
a
love
space
it.
movie.
It's fun.
I mean, they're all the same.
They're not all the same.
They're typically the same.
No,
Typically they are the same, but one that's different is Event Horizon.
Not really.
I don't understand what's happening right now.
I don't know what the right thing to do is here, guys.
I don't know, man. I love Urban Legends kills and everything else. And like, yeah, it was a Scream ripoff, but at the same time, it wasn't. Like, they could have really fucked up that concept of Urban Legends, and they took it seriously and played it perfectly. I would like to see that movie remade, because I think you could do a lot with, the Urban Legends, or even maybe memes would be more the thing today. But it's a really cool concept, and they nailed it.
I would not like to see Event Horizon remade, because they nailed it the first time. There's nothing they're going to improve on this movie.
Event Horizon does have Sam Neill.
You don't have the hat, though.
No. I wish you guys had been on the same page here.
I thought we were going to be. I thought this was going to be a sweep. I'm so baffled.
Because I really don't know what to. It's the same problem in the Omen Amityville matchup. I recognize that Event Horizon is the better movie, but I would rather at any given time watch Urban Legend. It's just more fun.
See, here's the thing with Event Horizon, though, is you put it on and then you're not going to be disappointed by it.
I usually am.
Sometimes I get confused by it.
Yeah, it's just not the. I don't know. It's one of those movies where once you watch it, you've seen it. Urban Legend you could truly enjoy. It has a lot of rewatchability. That space movies in general, which is why, I don't watch Alien a ton of times or anything. That's usually why.
I think it's really fair to
don't make your argument by saying Alien isn't good, Mikey. You're not going to win any hearts with that.
But how many times have you seen Alien compared to, I don't know, like a Friday the 13th movie or something, a slash or fun movie? That's all I'm saying.
I don't know. I think I told you I tried to sit down and watch Alien with my son, who wanted to watch it like last week or 2 weeks ago. We got 30 minutes in and he got up, declared it was boring, and left the room.
They're slow. All space movies are slow watches.
First of all, I disagree strongly. And second of all, I don't think it's fair to chalk this up like as a space movie, because again, it's one of those, the horror is grounded like in the relationships with the characters and with their trauma. Like, it's a very deep story that happens to take place in space, which I think is something that a lot of the best space horror shares. But I think that's also a reason why you can't sum them up as like all space movies and then say that they're slow.
Well, it's a space movie. That's the thing. Like, when I'm looking at a bright spaceship and spacesuits, I don't think it just doesn't hit the mood for me. It's still a space movie.
No, that's not necessarily true, Mikey, because Jason X is eminently rewatchable.
Yes, but Jason X is Jason X. Leprechaun 3 is a good, that's another one that I like a lot, but they're very different than what Event Horizon is.
What do I pick? The more fun movie or the better movie? That's the question.
I feel like, so I haven't had this come up yet, and I might also, the wheel is cruel. I may be tested yet.
This wheel's a motherfucker.
I feel like it's got to be the better movie, right?
Better movie makes you want to watch it again.
Because like rewatchability, not rewatchability overall, like as a concept, but like what you watch more often, I feel like is more susceptible to change. Whereas like better movie feels like a constant, feels like an easier grading scale to me. I'm going better movie, and I'm going to write that down now on a Post-it before Mango Margarita makes me forget, so that when this comes up for me, I'm going better.
Oh yeah, because it's gonna come up.
I know it will.
A bitch.
It's a bitch.
All right, Event Horizon. I'm going Event Horizon.
God, I knew you hate Urban Legend.
Oh,
I
shut
fucking
up.
knew it. You
No.
see, I fucking knew it. Every time that movie comes up,
As
you
long
always
as
tell
I
me
sat
you
here and
like it.
debated about that, you shut
No,
up.
you hate urban legend. I fucking do it. I do it. This should be like one of the shticks on the slashies because you just won't admit that you hate this fucking movie. I don't know what the facade is.
I wrote better is greater than fun on a post-it, and I'm not going to remember what that means later.
I know.
Also, do I open up a third one of these? No, right? Is the answer?
I think the answer is yes.
I mean, that's a question you have to answer for yourself, Kat. I do like the idea of sober Kat looking at that note later and going, what in the fuck?
All right. Next matchup.
All right.
I forgot to change it again.
Rob's going to kill you.
Yeah, we'll just sit here all night.
Dude, you just kicked out Urban Legend first round. I don't want to hear it.
I already lost an hour because of fucking daylight savings time. Now I got to lose all this time. Oh my God, just stop.
All right.
You know, Rob will fuck Tony Todd.
I will. Candyman, 1992. And I'm not the only one here.
No.
No, you're not. Oh, God, I hope it's not a fucking heavy hitter. That would hurt. Oh!
You
Don't
got
worry,
your wish, Mikey.
It's not a heavy hitter.
Help, it's happening. The attack is on. Over here. See him? The
Why?
Army, Navy, guns, Marines.
It is Leprechaun, 1993. I'll go ahead and cast the first vote and say Candyman.
I will hold a respectful peace for Mikey if he would like to say something about Leprechaun.
No, I want to say something about this wheel. It fucking sucks. Why?
Do you want to see my post-it note of better is
No.
greater than fun?
I don't even feel right giving it a pity vote. Like, that's how bad this is. What the fuck?
This is a
Why?
mean matchup. This one's, it's mean.
Like, I can't think of anything. Like,
This isn't even that hard, though. This isn't a tough
I
matchup.
know
Like,
it's
you know what
not.
the right answer is.
that's why it hurts so bad. I know.
And Mikey, if this will help one way or the other, I will officially cast my vote for Candyman to move through. You have no fear in casting a pity vote if you choose to. That's on you and your conscience.
I'm spinning the wheel again and we're moving forward. This wasn't nice.
You have to vote.
You know what I'm voting for. Don't make me say it. Right at Chucky.
This would be so
Fuck.
funny if it went up against a heavy hitter.
Yeah, it's gonna go against Scream now. Watch. Okay, guys, look. I'm gonna shuffle it too. I'm shuffling this thing. I swear to fucking God, if this movie goes up against Scream, I don't know what I'm gonna do. Oh.
Ooh, that's
Why?
it's not Scream, everybody.
It is not Scream. It is It from 1990, which isn't even a movie.
It's got to be on here though. It's it.
Here's the thing is I kind of want to vote against it just because I don't think it should have qualified. That being said, I think it's maybe the better one of these. I have a lot of nostalgia for it.
I will absolutely vote for Bride of Chucky.
Mikey, I think you're tie breaking this one.
Why would you guys do it?
Here's the thing is I'm not going to be terribly disappointed either way. Like they're both kind of fun horror things for me. I think it's a little bit scarier. I have more nostalgia for it. It makes it.
It's also like a 4-hour long mini series though.
Yeah, that's true. It's the best in its French though. So
I don't know. Chapter 1's pretty good.
it's not.
It's got that Skarsgård in it.
It does. The Crow.
He's going to be the Crow,
himself.
you know.
5 of the last 6 movies that got selected are like some of my favorites of all time.
Yeah.
I'm going to go Bride of Chucky. It's fucking bullshit.
All right.
I'm sorry, Tim Curry.
Mikey hates Tim Curry, confirmed.
You motherfuckers. That sucks, man.
I mean, you can say that, but you're the one that hates Tim Curry, so.
God damn it. All right, finally, one that doesn't break my soul.
I Know What You Did Last Summer, 1997. I would like, for the record, to note that I pushed really hard for I Still Know What You Did Last Summer, but
Yeah.
Mikey said no.
Yeah, Mikey said no. Cat didn't want on there. Nobody want. You're the only one that wants
It's
that
the
on
best
there.
one in the French.
No. I don't think so. The French isn't great all the way around, but no.
Right, but I Still Know is better than I Know.
I don't think it is,
No.
though. Although,
No.
Did you not
Brandy,
see Rasta Jack Black?
I think that's the main reason why it's not better.
Did you not see Brandy?
I did see Brandy.
Well, wait a minute. I had seen Brandy. The man's got a point there, but that's where it ends. Because damn, Brandy.
Brandy could have gone up
I mean, I
against
don't know if you
Dr.
get it or
Chalice.
not, but Will's son, the greatest reveal in cinematic history.
Ugh.
Oh,
Ooh.
Rob.
Funny Games, 1997. I got to vote between one shitty movie and another.
I feel like I know which
Must
way
be my-
Rob's going on this.
Yeah, this is I Know What You Did Last Summer for me, and that's a movie I hate.
Yeah, it's Funny Games easily.
What?
Out of your mind?
You're gonna vote for that guy in the tennis shorts?
I hate that motherfucker. Yeah, I hate that son of a bitch. But the movie was good.
Well, did Cat vote?
I didn't vote. I
Not
feel
yet.
like I don't have to say this one out loud either, but I will just for the satisfaction. This is one of my favorite 90s movies going up against one of my least favorite movies. I'm definitely voting for Funny Games.
Oh, I didn't see it going that way at all.
Be nice that movie, man. It was good.
It'd be so boring.
The last addition to the 90s.
It is The Faculty, 1998. Robert Rodriguez movie.
Good movie. I like this one.
Mm.
Also a sci-fi movie, I want to point out. Sci-fi horror.
Went up against The Silence of the Lambs from 1991. Is there a question in anyone's mind here?
Fuck no.
No question, but maybe a pity vote.
Yeah, it's definitely The Silence of the Lambs for
Yeah.
me. I'm
Thank
assuming
God.
it will be that way for Mikey as well.
Yeah.
I don't know what the fuck Cat's gonna say though.
I am a wild card. No, the temptation to pity vote for The Faculty is real, but I can't even do that. It's The Silence of the Lambs. I will say though, for the record, that there are some on here that I would have voted The Faculty over. You know, like I don't think this
Yeah,
was
like
a
Funny
ridiculous
Games?
pick. Not Funny Games. But I Know What You Did Last Summer, and definitely I
No.
Still Know What You Did Last Summer. Had that made the bracket,
There's
Oh,
no
hell
even reason
yeah.
to bring that up. It's not on the bracket, Cat. Now you're just being spiteful.
just round it out there.
I got that son bitch in 4K. I might watch it.
Does he think he's going to punish me by watching I Still Know What You Did Last Summer? He's only wasting his own time.
Well, no, because we figured out that one time, Cat, that Rob has some sort of a deal cut with the makers of that movie.
Oh, that's
where
right.
He's getting some. Yeah. Rob, what'd you do with them, man? You signed a contract for them?
I don't
Like,
know what you're talking about, but no, I did not. It's just a great movie.
me and Kat at some point, maybe it was on a Patreon show, we decided that you had to have had cut a deal with the makers of this movie on like every time you get somebody to watch it, you get a cut of something. Because
No,
That's
it's a
the
great
only thing
film.
that makes sense.
go way too hard for that movie for way too long, man.
It's a great film, and it's definitely the best in the French.
God damn it. All right. Let's see the next matchup.
We're getting close to the end of the lower left quadrant, guy.
Yeah.
Stop saying quadrant.
I feel like this is gonna go bad for. I feel like this is gonna make me angry.
Cube, 1997.
I feel like this is going to make me angry. It depends on what it wants to do.
Yeah, it could go either way, I guess. But we have a lot of heavy hitters left. We have 2 heavy hitters left.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like. Okay. I thought it was gonna go a little bit further. I was getting anxious.
1996.
Yeah, that was your bad outcome.
Yeah, that would have been a bad out.
Guys, come on. I know you've gone on about
Listen,
how great Cube is.
Mikey, Before you
Mhm.
even start this, I want to point out that this post-it note here says better is greater than fun. So I have to go for cube. Greater than fun.
Okay.
Cat went for cube.
I went for cube.
Uh-oh.
I'm not shocked by any means, but again, I know how long you guys have put up this facade of Cube being good and all that stuff. But come on.
Greater
Enough
than
is
fun.
enough. The greatest horror movie of its decade
Well,
easily is Scream.
second or third
No, I mean-
greatest movie of the decade.
Yeah.
Maybe.
No,
I still
what's
know what
better
you did
than-
last summer came out
Oh,
in the
get the
90s.
hell out of here. The greatest horror movie of its decade, by far. There's no question.
There's some question.
There's some question.
Like what?
Well, I mean,
Cube,
look,
for
we've
one.
talked about this,
And
Mikey.
Candyman.
I'm kind of over
Another.
Scream. I'm tired of hearing about it.
But the original. Come on. The opening scene alone in Scream is better than anything in Cube.
Not better than the opening scene of Cube.
Yes.
So, Kat, you're voting for Cube.
I'm voting for Cube. This is
All right.
a matchup where if I lose on this one, I feel like Cube went down fighting against a heavy hitter. It's respectable. I understand. But I strongly feel yeah.
And Mikey, you were voting for Scream.
That would be hilarious
think?
if Mikey voted for Cube.
After all this with Scream and Cube? Yes.
All right. So you're leaving this up to me.
Yes.
I don't
I
know
think that's
what
the way it's
other
going.
world you thought this was going to not happen.
You guys are bastards. So I think that Scream is, Mikey mentioned the opening, which I do think is maybe the greatest opening of any horror movie ever. It's so good.
Easily.
But it is, I mean, it's kind of a slasher movie. Cube is something completely different and new.
And not for nothing, the opening scene of Cube is one of the coolest opening scenes, I think. It's not got the same, because like Scream does have that very historical opening, where they could pull the bait and switch. Meta, clever, great performances, but the cinematography where you don't know what's happening yet, and the man steps out and there's just that ominous pause, and then the blood starts rolling down his face, and then he is cubed. It's just beautiful.
Yeah.
Beautiful opening.
You're right.
I don't know, man. Scream, it brought back the whodunit. We haven't seen that executed properly. And, Cube, there wasn't really a tremendous amount after. Like, Scream brought life into the horror genre.
Don't you say that Cube
Single-handedly.
didn't do that. Cube was ahead of
No.
its time in the elaborate death trap genre. This came out in 97.
Yeah, but it didn't catch on.
Not right away, but it's like it was way ahead of its time.
Saw really popped that in the horror genre, not Cube. Scream, we've just talked. I know we
Ahead
did
of
last
its
summer's one of
time.
them. Yeah, but to redo something that the world fell in love with and then fell out of love with, and to come back and do it again and add its twist to it, dude. This movie, I don't know what the horror genre looks like if this movie doesn't come out.
And Cube also had really good social commentary, which I'm not saying that Scream didn't, but I just I want to, because this genre, the whole death trap thing ended up being kind of just the silly torture porn nonsense, is what it's known for. But Cube was not only did it have some of the most inventive and tied into the movie traps, it also just the story was good. The questions that it posed were good. It got onto that violent cop trend way ahead of its time in film. It was really, really something that has aged phenomenally well.
Yeah. I mean, Mikey's forever disrespectful to Cube. I like both these movies a lot. I am gonna pick Scream though.
The fact that we stood this long on this goddamn matchup is mind blowing to me.
Yeah.
Now
If
you
it
know
was
how I feel
any
about
other
Event
Scream
Horizon.
movie, it might have been Cube, but it is Scream, and that it is a really good movie.
Thank God.
So yeah, it was tougher than Mikey might have thought, though.
Horror almost died tonight. All of it. We would have just killed an entire genre tonight. I hope you two are proud of yourselves.
I feel bad for Kat though, because I know she loves Cube.
I do really love Cube.
Yeah, and it's an excellent movie.
Did you see how this round started for me? Did you feel bad for me? You fucking kidding me? Goddamn. Poor Leprechaun against Candyman. He didn't deserve that.
That was almost a movie.
I know.
And then we would have
Tony
had an
Todd
answer.
Yeah.
Tony Todd said no.
Angrily. Yes. All right.
He probably
Next
still
matchup.
pissed about that.
Last I talked to him, he was.
All right.
Oh,
what do we
boy.
got? Oh, Greg's favorite movie, The Blair Witch Project from 1999.
This one's near and dear to my heart, man. My boy Eduardo Sanchez. I love this movie. Let's see what it's going up against. Okay.
Oh boy.
Chris Kattan special, House on Haunted Hill, 1999.
Yeah, my boy Chris Kattan. Is this the right button? Nope. Nope. I was looking for. I wasn't going to stop it because I wouldn't want to break Kat's heart like that, but wrong button.
That would be the funniest Chris Kattan show ever, though.
Could you imagine the people who are doing this show and haven't seen bad CGI sharks? They're like, what the fuck is that? I was looking for this one, though. I love this movie, too, man.
That movie's dumb as hell. This is, I forget, but whatever's not House on Haunted Hill, that's the one I'm voting for.
The Blair Witch Project.
Yeah, okay, yeah, Blair Witch, yeah. I'll vote for that.
God damn it.
Mikey, do you want to make this easy for me and agree with Rob?
I mean, yeah, it's Blair Witch. I like House on Haunted Hill, though.
Here, I would have gone Blair Witch also because I do have this very helpful cheat sheet that says better is greater than fun. But that would have been kind of the tiebreaker. The thing for me is that House on Haunted Hill is not a good movie. It's not the best in its franchise, whereas Blair Witch Project is. But I'm never in a mood to sit down and watch the Blair Witch Project ever. Like it doesn't happen.
Although I'm hearing that Blair Witch 2 is better than people remember. So maybe we should.
Not best in its franchise, though.
We went down this road already. What do you mean? No.
I don't know. People are saying Book of Shadows needs to be reevaluated.
We did already. We've done this. God damn it. Yeah. Fool me once. All right. You're not doing it again.
That leaves one matchup, guys, in the lower left quadrant, and then we are done.
This one is
with
not
this
nice
side
to
of the
Kat.
bracket.
Oh, this one's super nice to Kat.
Yeah, this is
Really?
the easiest one of the night, I think.
Yeah, here's the thing is that again, there are situations.
We should tell people.
we should.
It's Army of Darkness versus Ringu.
I was a big supporter of taking Ringu over The Ring until we realized they were in different decades. I pitched Ringu being for the 90s before I had opened up this document. I think there are movies in the 90s I would have gladly voted Ringu over. I Still Know What You Did Last Summer, Blair Witch Project, maybe comes to mind. House on Haunted Hill.
I'm saying I still know what you did last summer. What even the thing?
Definitely. It's not fucking Army of Darkness though. Like I'm not insane. It doesn't have Bruce Campbell in it.
You did pick Cube over Scream.
What again?
Yeah.
I'd pick Ringu over Scream. No.
Wow.
That's disrespectful.
Yeah, this is
Leprechaun?
Army of Darkness.
I would have picked Ringu over Leprechaun.
Yeah. No, Army of
I
Darkness
wouldn't have.
all day here. I mean, there's no
No.
question.
No, I thought you liked Ringu more than that, Kat. I thought this
This
was...
is like a mid-tier 90s movie for me in terms of like the bracket, you know? And there were a couple matchups that would have been really hard, but I knew it was going to go out eventually, and I'm proud that it went out to something as amazing as Army of Darkness.
Yeah, this one, little anticlimactic for the last matchup, but it's just Army of Darkness all day.
Yeah.
Kind of like the last one. It was Halloween against whatever the fuck it was.
Was that the? I feel like
last house on the left.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's rough. And this one's not even close. Like, Ringer doesn't even get a pity point from me, and I fought for it to be on the bracket, but Army of Darkness is just so good.
Yeah, dude, this bottom side, this fucking hurt me, man. God damn.
You like 90s movies too much. That's why.
I grew up in the 90s, bro. What do you want from me?
Those movies are bad.
I mean, yeah, but there were a couple good ones.
There was look, the 90s has a couple real absolute classic bangers and then a bunch of garbage.
You ain't lying. That's why we added The Faculty in before we started. We hit record.
Hey, The Faculty is a good movie.
It's fine, but I'm saying we had to dig a little bit.
All right.
I know what you did last summer's in here.
That one is kind of a travesty. And I'm mad that because right before we came into this, I voted for Jack Frost to be on the bracket over The Faculty, or I Know What You Did Last Summer. Mikey said he was too powerful. Mikey was like, we won't even have to have a bracket.
Not what I said.
Jack Frost will go. Well, you can say that you didn't say that, but he's not on the bracket. And I know it's because you were scared.
I haven't recorded of you saying that.
Jack Frost is OP.
Yeah, he would just play this thing.
Mm.
And now with the new slasher radio stance that everything is a horror movie, you can't even call it a comedy. Like
that's right. Everything's horror.
Well, if the B shark movies are, they might as well be, right? Throw everything in there. This week sucked. I didn't like this at all. Next week's going to be rough as well with the 80s, and the 2000s had a couple of the 2000s when making this list was the hardest one to narrow down.
We did have a surprisingly tough time narrowing down the 2000s, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
2000s is going to be, I think, my hardest decade to get through. The thing about it is that I like the 70s best as a decade overall for horror, but I also know pretty strongly where I rank most of those movies. So like the decision making isn't as rough.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what we're going into with the 2000s next week, but I feel like that's a genre that has a lot of my favorite horror movies in it. And I am less inclined to rank them. It's the one I'm nervous about. It's the quadrant that scares me the most.
Yeah, that'll be the last quadrant. It's the lower right quadrant if you're playing along at home.
Lower right. You're so annoying. Follow the show on Twitter at Slasher Radio. Check out our Patreon, patreon.com/Slasher Radio. Just had a Patreon pick last week. Every month, you guys get to pick our movie. We have no say-so in the matter. You nominate, you vote. It's amongst yourselves. And we got to watch it. So if you want to get in on that, extra content every week. You get an extra show. You get before, after, and during bullshit of the show that doesn't make the show. All visuals go up on Patreon. Just a nice, I mean, you can follow us on Twitter to see some of it, but some of it only goes up on Patreon. Check out our YouTube as well. You might as well do that now because the most use we get, we really don't use YouTube like that. But our interview with Matthew Cote just dropped on Tuesday. All Things Wicked, their new chapter just came out. Make sure you go play that if you're a Dead by Daylight player. If you're not a Dead by Daylight player, maybe you should try Dead by Daylight. I think that's really it for the show. You can check me out at Mikey's Dad. You can check out the other show that I do with Little Miss Huge Clown Penis.
Huge Clown Penis.
Allie Surreal. We've been on a little bit of a hiatus, but I swear to God, it's coming. It's fucking coming. Probably this week coming up. I'm gonna go ahead and say it and get it out there and will it into the world.
All right.
Yeah, that's right.
Make sure you join that Patreon too. You're gonna want to see the poster for the Crow Wicked Prayer.
Can
Passion,
you imagine?
Revenge, Eternity.
Can you imagine all the podcasts being like, we have bonus episodes, we have t-shirts, like sign up to our Patreon. And then it gets to us and we're like, we will show you the poster. The Crow
God damn it.
I do feel like the Crow Wicked Prayer has to be on the show at some point.
I can't wait.
I hope not. If we do it, can we at least do a double feature with the original Crow? Please, to make it worth it.
No, I think we should wait until the Crow remake opening weekend and then do Wicked Prayer.
God damn it.
Decide which one's better.
Cult FM, wherever you listen to the Slasher Radio. God damn that movie. Rob, where are they finding you?
On Twitter at Radio Rob123. You can listen to the other show that Kat and I do, the Nick fucking Woo Cagecast. That's Nick effing Woo in your podcast player. We should have just released our episode on Captain Corelli's mandolin.
I'm sure it's great.
And I may or may not submit a statement on behalf of Italians to that episode. I'm going to try.
Yes. We're looking forward to that.
Appreciated.
And Rob asked Kat about their recording day before we started recording. And I thought all he said was, hey, can you record the Nick F and Woo Cagecast on Monday? And then he said again. I was like, oh, I thought he was asking me to be on it. It was so
but then
funny.
he admitted he'd snub us for Captain Corelli's mandolin, even if he had been invited.
Yeah, for that? Yeah, no.
I don't even know if we're going to read your statement, Mikey. I mean, you're kind of banned from the show.
You said last time I could submit a statement for the Italian thing.
Yeah, until we replace our Italian consultant, we do need statements.
All right, but only regarding Moonstruck, the most Italian film ever made.
Fine, fair.
That being said, if any of the listeners would like to apply to be our new Italy consultant, please submit anonymously with a Gabagool mystery meme. You never know.
Oh, goddamn. Oh, great. That'll spike it. Yeah, good job, Kat. Where are they finding you?
You can find me on Twitter at cat_velour, VOLEUR. You can check out my website, catvelour.com. All of my books are there if you would like to read some horror fiction. And I'll be in AuthorCon in Williamsburg on April 12th or whatever. I'm drunk, guys.
Oh, yeah, come by. I'll sign your copy of Kat's book if you buy one. And I think I settled on $25 for a selfie.
It's going up, guys.
$25?
You better get one
$25.
soon.
You can get a selfie with me.
The shirt with your face on it didn't cost $25. It's just a picture on their phone, $25?
Yeah. Look, they're taking up my time. I've got to actually talk to them. Come on. No, $25. That's a steal.
Jesus.
Steal it twice the price.
All right, guys. Right side of the bracket next week, 80s and 2000s.
Hang on,
that's going to be rough.
Right two quadrants.
Yes, the upper right and lower right quadrants.
I'm going to upper my foot up your ass with the fucking quadrant shit. Good night from Slasher Radio. Why you got to bust my balls? You know I had a hard night.
All the best with Slasher Radio podcast.
If you're a podcast host, listen up, this one's for you. My name is Allie Jackson. I'm the host of Finding Mr. Height, a dating and relationship podcast that I've been doing for 4 years now, sharing my positive and practical approach to dating that's built on my own life experience. And I wanted to share another experience that I've had, my secret behind monetizing my show. It's called Red Circle, and I was just telling my colleague about how much I love their platform. With Red Circle, not only am I getting a seamless hosting experience, but I also love the support I receive in ad sales. It's not just typical ad sales either. It's targeted opportunities based on my show and my life. And the platform is super simple. You just set your preferences and Red Circle matches you with sponsors that align with your show. You can vet every opportunity and their platform gives you great analytics. More recently too, my Red Circle team has brought me opportunities outside of my podcast on social media to really augment the podcast partnerships, bring them full circle. I just can't recommend them enough. If you want to give it a try, go to redcircle.com to get your free trial. That's redcircle.com for a free trial.